Welcome everyone, it's Joe here at ESCBubble, and I am joined by none other than Richard Berzins, who is the lead singer of Papīra Lidmašīnas.
In translation, actually, before we start, actually, I've heard people in reviews and like reaction videos say the name in Latvian. In translation, it actually means paper planes.
Excellent.
So I don't know why they put the Latvian name in the Supernova, because we actually, I think we submitted it in the English version, but for some reason, yeah.
Okay, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's fantastic to have you with us to talk about your upcoming performance at Supernova 2024.
Great to be here.
But just to kind of sort of start, I know that you're no stranger to Supernova. So you were back in, was it 2015?
Yes, that was the year Aminata went with the yeah, she did.
And you're obviously there as a soloist, and I think you also in the wildcard round a couple of years ago with 1+1, and now coming back with your new full band. So what is it about Supernova that you love so much?
Well, honestly, after all the years that I've done my own music as a solo artist, I've actually stopped doing that because 1+1 was my last song, and that's I was probably going to stay for a while, and I just focused mainly on my band because we have in the recent years we've been so requested because we mainly play parties. We started out as a party band, as an event band. We still do that, and we're still going to do that moving onwards. This is just a fun extra thing we do, and we just applied to Supernova because we our piano player is the producer of our songs, and I'm the writer, and so he had these ideas, and we were just putting them together, and I'm like, this could be cool for Supernova, and I'm like, huh. So we did a few tweaks that we normally wouldn't do in a song that we release as like radio music or general music. So there's like a phone conversation. There are like different effects in there that you don't usually see in general music. But yeah, so we're just having fun. The main reason is we're having fun. We're doing things that we like, and if people can resonate with that, we're all for that.
So, the song, was it written in English specifically for Supernova, or
yes,
was it originally starting out as a Latvian language song that then you kind of sort of looked to submit?
Well, it was written, firstly, it was like our producer, he made like the beat, like the demo with like some melody to it, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, this could work for Supernova. And he was like, no, we're too like early, we just started our music, let's not do Supernova yet. And I'm like, why not? Like, hey, we can apply. If we don't get in, just make it in Latvian. So that was that. We just basically specifically made it for Supernova, specifically with that in mind, to make the lyrics catchy, to make it like kind of cheesy as well, with the la 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 la's and everything. So that was very intentional. Yeah.
So the new album that you talked about, is that predominantly in the Latvian language, or are you looking to maybe do some more music in English maybe in the future to try to kind of sort of look to market? Are you looking to kind of become more of a,
we'd love to like global... that. I mean, that's the dream for everybody, I think, to be like global, but that's like super hard because like the moment you start making music in English, you are competing with the global names. Like it is like I'm not saying it's not possible. It would be possible because like only now we have basically solidified our genre kind of and our style, and we have to get comfortable with that. But we will definitely start with making the base here in Latvia. Try to become a household name, maybe, perhaps, years 2, 5, 10, who knows? We're not really scheduling that, but very likely we will make English songs, because for me personally, English is a very close language, and I feel pretty free in it. So actually writing songs in English, for me, it is easier, because writing songs in Latvian is much more difficult than in English, because in Latvian language, these trivial like phrases like, oh, you're the best, I love you, and you're gonna be mad, that doesn't work in Latvian. So it's just a specific thing for our country, I guess.
And I find the Latvian language so beautiful as well, and it was wonderful to hear with Sudden Lights they brought a bit of Latvian into their song.
Yeah, they did in the end.
But other than that, it's all the way back to 2004, I think, when we had Formins and Kleins. So
wow, you know your stuff. Wow.
Do you see English language being a requirement for a Eurovision audience, or would you consider, even if not this year, but maybe at some point, maybe putting a Latvian language out there onto that big stage?
Well, we actually have this year Latvian like entry in the semifinal. These are like school kids mostly, but I don't know. It really depends on the song, because like as we know, there are so many examples that you don't need an English song, like Italy won with recently, and it's not really a necessity, but you have to have a brilliant song. If it's in English, it's just easier for the audience to connect, right? Either you have like the lyrics and the music. If you have the song in your own language, it has to connect with the music so strongly and so powerfully. So it's really, I wouldn't say it's hard to write something like that. It is just either you have it or you don't. I think it's like you can't just sit down and write something like that. It just has to come to you.
Is there anything that you can tell us about what we might expect to see on stage in terms of kind of sort of the stage performance of Mindbreaker?
The story about the show in Mindbreaker is that we quickly realized kind of that it is not the best Eurovision song. It is not like super amazing or super bad. It's just out there. It's just fun. It's simple, and it's very like reliable for a lot of people. So show-wise, all of us are going to be on stage, the whole band, and there's like this bad girl that I'm supposedly singing about, and we're going to have a little like discussion. She's going to be flirting with the guitar player, and so we're going to have like this drama on stage a little bit. And but yeah, we basically wanted to, because the song isn't like super special like in that way, so we wanted to do something that the people will remember us by as a band. So we're thinking about like moving forward, not only focusing on the song. So we have a few props that we're gonna do that are gonna be a bit different than I actually haven't seen props like that. Yeah, so we had a few ideas that actually we didn't get to do to the semifinal because like the lack of time really. But if we do get into the finals, we're gonna have a week where the show is basically done and we can like adjust a few things, and we're gonna add a few things as well. And as I mentioned before, our band name in translation is Paper Planes, plain and simple. So we're gonna have paper planes on stage in the finals if we get there, and work around like our name, which is Paper Planes.
Yeah, it's been wonderful to talk to you.
Yes,
I've had a really great time, and wish you absolutely all the best of luck.
All right, hope to see you in Latvia next year.
Yeah, brilliant.